You know, like when you come to the stage, you feel like you're going to hit that solo. That's what it can feel like if you're selling your house by yourself. Or thinking you're going to sell your house by yourself.
Thinking you're going to sell your house by
you're
yourself.
thinking you're going to step right on up. Little did you know, the end of the stage, you were already on it.
Yeah.
Now you're on the floor.
Yeah.
Face down.
Face down.
Fetal position crying.
Trying to buy or
missed the
sell.
marks.
Yes, trying to sell a house on your own. I couldn't even imagine what that would be like. And thankfully I don't have to, because Jeff Sny from Blue Oak Realty is here.
Jeff, good morning to you, sir.
How are you both?
It's okay. You know you would normally have the audience would clap and all that, but Seth forgot to put on the sign for the audience. It's okay. It's a whole thing. We're working on it. We're working through it this morning, too.
Yeah.
You know how it goes around here.
But the lighting's better.
Yeah, thank you.
The lighting is much
Great
better.
job, Seth.
Great job,
Yeah.
Seth. Great job.
BlueOakRealtyGroup.com is the website. Blue Oak Realty Group. Sell, buy, and invest with ease. Is it easy to buy, sell, and invest real estate right now? Jeff, your thoughts?
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, I don't know. If I go back, if I just real quick, if I look back over my career, whatever it's been, 13 years now or something, the hardest time actually was during COVID. But otherwise, no, you just get it done. You know, you gotta have a path, you gotta have a strategy. But other than that, I don't know.
Because you're a professional and you know what you're doing. You've been doing this for long enough. If you go to BlueOakRealtyGroup.com, you'll see right there, free checklist. All right, if I hit this free checklist, if I was to download this thing, Jeff, what are you doing? Download our listing checklist. I thought it was, you're going to come, put a sign in the yard, people are going to show up, and I'm going to get a check. That was what you told me or what I thought or believed it to be as far as the process of selling a house.
There's absolutely a couple more bullet points on that checklist. So, no, it's definitely a process. There are people, whether it's their particular situation or just their personality type, but we start months in advance with some of my clients. I mean, I've gone almost a year with some of them where they just know there's something coming up at that time and we plan. And other times it's, hey, I just got relocated. I got to go right now.
I got to go today.
Right. And can we have it up next weekend? And okay, we can do that too. Now, with that one, a little more stressful, and I'm always trying to keep that down with clients because the whole ride is...
Oh, it's an emotional...
Oh, big time.
It is. I mean, it's your home. There's emotion tied to it. It's not just, walls and floors and light fixtures. There's emotion in it too.
And you bring up a great point with that. I always encourage my clients when they're going to sell to almost like take a moment with the house and just lock in those memories one last time, because once you make the actual decision to sell, now it's a product. It's not your home anymore.
Well, you have to like the staging and all that stuff.
Well,
so it doesn't. I remember though a home that I sold and we staged it to sell, and I was like, oh, I think I like it better now with all the stuff out of here, all the clutter out. But
I've had that a few times.
Yeah,
but,
can we just stay because I like this?
But you have those memories, and there's, it might be grandma's piano that barely fits and has taken up the entire room, and it works for the family, and they had time around that. But at this point,
the holidays are sweet.
Yes,
and or this particular picture or whatever it may be, and it's like, okay, but now we are creating a product, and we're going to market a product, and we're trying to get all the buyers' emotions up for said product. So it's not your home, the home that you think of with all your memories. And so that's an excellent point.
I've hugged a wall or two in my time of
that's allowed.
Buying and selling places. Yes, just said thank you to the house. Do you ever have people who have just come to you and said, I'm thinking about it? And should they start thinking about selling their house or looking for the next house for them? Like, is there an order that you should do it first when they think I want to move? I'm not sure.
A lot of variables even in that.
Yeah.
Honestly, I don't know a huge majority, but definitely a majority of the conversations start out with, I'm thinking of, right? A lot of times they've been thinking a lot longer and they've pretty much decided already, but that's how it starts out. But the order depends on their financial health, depends on what the market's doing. Those are two main things. And then if there's any potential timelines or, calendar that we got to follow to hit some sort of schedule or goal. So but that does come up because sometimes one has to go in front of the other. Sometimes you could do both. So
it's a long process. I thought it was easy though. I thought it was just sign,
No, it's a process.
handshake, and cash.
No, and honestly, sign can be the hard part because certain neighborhoods have their own signs.
Can't even put out a sign. Not even allowed to put out a sign.
I didn't even think about that.
It's against
Yeah.
the rules to put out a sign.
Put out a sign.
You have to have their standard sign design instead of yours, and
Now that's the selling, the buying side though too.
Yeah.
Buying's believe it or not, I would say different than selling.
yeah, it's. I mean, I was out this weekend with clients. We were looking at some houses, and it's. I mean, that part is definitely work, and it is a little strange to go into other people's homes, in a sense, and you're judging their homes, which goes back to the other thing that you were saying, where it's their house, and it's like, oh, this is my home, and then maybe the feedback doesn't come in as exciting as you want, and then you're kind of taking it personal. You're like, but this is my house. So it's the same thing. So now you're on the other side. You're going into strangers' homes and you're looking at it, and it's a bizarre concept in a sense. But yes, it's tough in that you're trying to figure out, like one in particular. I'll give an example from this weekend where, is there an issue? We think there might be an issue with X at this house, and you're looking, and it's like you can't really figure it out. Then we're asking follow-up questions. Not loving the answers. There's nothing really wrong with the answers, but it's like, and so now you're trying to weigh, what do we do? Do we move forward on this? Do we not? Do we dig in further? That type of thing. And you're doing that, or it's, can I make this house work for what we want? Can I create the vision that I want if it doesn't have it? And that's perfectly okay if a house doesn't have it. That's the way I like to buy a house, honestly. I'd rather just make it my own as long as it has good bones. But other people, they want the good stuff.
There's also the buying and selling of a home that someone quite literally, and I have had clients on both the legal and before that, the broker side, that never, ever stepped foot inside the house. Not one time did they ever step foot in that. They bought it sight unseen, and that they sold it because it was an investment property.
I thought I knew about that a lot during COVID, but does that still happen?
Sometimes, yeah.
Depending on the investor. It all
Really?
depends on the person. If it depends on their scenario, who they've got here to assist them with the process. But that situation, at least I've seen, exists. Your thoughts?
Yeah, especially for an investor, if the numbers work, it's all about the financial model, honestly. And if you have someone that you can trust to sort of just assess the property as to what is it going to take to get it up to whatever that investor's standards are for the product that he's going to now rent out to the public. And then, you can move forward with it. Absolutely.
Are there deal breakers that, I know each client probably has their deal breakers, but are there ones that would come up during the buying process that you would be like, you need to walk away from this one?
I can't think of a hard and fast one because honestly, money fixes the problem. Whatever the problem is.
It's the resource that has the ability to provide the...
Yeah. I can tell you the two biggest red flag ones for buyers, though, just their emotional response to it is if any like moisture issues are found in crawl spaces, huge panic with that. And then if radon comes up, because there's a lack of understanding around that. And so that's a lot of times for buyers, the radon, which is I've come across it a few times in Lake Norman, but I mean, it's not a prominent thing up in the mountains. Pretty much every house has it. But if that comes up, a lot of buyers they shut it down right there, even though it's super easy to mitigate. But yeah, so that's one that comes up for sure.
Wow, sounds super easy. There's nothing really complicated about it. It's as easy as sticking a sign in the front yard, having a handshake, and getting a check. Gosh, Jeff, thank you for that. We so appreciate that.
Yeah, I have a lot of free time.
Yeah. Wow, Jeff, Blue Oak Realty Group. I was going to tell everybody to call you 844 Studio 4. Call the guy. My goodness. Blue Oak Realty Group. That's how you find Jeff. BlueOakRealtyGroup.com. There you can go and get that listing checklist. If you're looking at trying to sell a house, what is it even? If you're considering even what is it should I do to prepare myself, BlueOakRealtyGroup.com. Download that listing checklist. Jeff, thank you so much for being here today.
Absolutely. Thanks, guys.